Minnesota in 6 over the Denver Nuggets. The importance of tonight is crystal clear.
Foul trouble because Minnesota needs him on the floor.
The Timberwolves are back. NBA playoffs presented by Google. It's the semi. Who are you going to be watching early on for the Spurs?
Well, I'm going to be watching the guard.
In the first 2 games, first start tonight. We'll see. First game, he led.
Season, Minnesota beat San Antonio 2 games, and they controlled the turnover story. They get in the paint right here. Vassell, and then
first 4 points in game 2. That nice little behind the back. Like, we cannot take that for granted what this guy's doing.
Not at all, man. San Antonio, I just want to see if they can stay disciplined inside of their aggression, right? Can they continue to play downhill? Can they continue to push or make some misses before Minnesota defense gets
to the Western Conference Finals? 2 consecutive seasons, a turnover. Fox on the lead over McDaniels, who rejects it.
Minnesota relying heavily on Jaden McDaniels, known for his defense and making plays like that, but Jaden McDaniels got in foul trouble in both games, getting back by himself.
It's Castle and Wembanyama. He's had outstanding position.
Well, Coach Mitch Johnson talked about one thing that's a little underrated from Wemby is his screening angle. I think a lot of people look at a big come to set a screen, but it's the angle that set screens at, which allows for them to be able to roll and get to the basket. It's Wemby at the top of the ring.
Wembanyama had 12 blocks in game 1, a couple in game 2, led the league in that category. Here he goes, and his fellow Frenchman Gobert up and off. Daniel.
And Wemby has had, can we call it issues? As Ant Edwards.
38 blocks in a little over 4 games. He's on a record pace. He just picked up his
player. He has to be able to make the adjustments on the fly with what the defense is
to defend Jokic at one end in one possession, and then you see Wemby getting that block. But back to
just even talking about him coming across half court, knowing they're gonna trap him. Now move it to the middle of the floor and not allowing himself to be on the sideline.
Castle up top, left free to fire. The 3 no good. Back to Edwards. In the regular season, the 3rd leading scorer in the NBA, but he has struggled here. He lands Antonio. Coach Mitch Johnson. He is coaching as a head coach in the playoffs for the first time. And the experience difference between these 2 teams has been one of the storylines so far. Wembanyama up top. He'll set up and over Gobert, who has done it. The outside shooting of Wembanyama for Minnesota. Here comes McDaniels. The cutting Randall, and into Gobert, and back to Randall, and tap.
To Wemby on that play, deterring shots, making shots difficult, and then on the other end.
His teammates to be able to get opportunities. That's something that's so small but so important.
McDaniels just picked up his first problems. Has been a real problem for Minnesota.
Yeah, Candace, you talked about it. You know, obviously he played 19 minutes last game, and as Coach Finch said, it's one of the best 19 minutes that was played of anybody. They need him on the floor. They need him to be a little smarter on the defensive end of the floor.
Here comes Fox behind the back in a congested lane. It's picked up and put in, and it's 2 tonight.
And right here, the questions are, can Minnesota match the physicality of the Spurs? Thus far, the Spurs have imposed their will early in this game.
Another miss. And here comes Champagne looking for Castle. The athletic catch. Gobert swats it away. Wembanyama got a hand on it. It's out of
like a block party right here. French on French crime. See Gobert getting up and getting that.
Do you speak French?
A little bit.
So
I wish I could flex, but I can't.
It's Conley in the corner, and a 3 on the way. In by Wembanyama. The fleet-footed Fox. And
Minnesota came out with so much energy, so much intensity that you can tell that Denver was going to have to go and worry about the next game. They haven't come out with that same intensity and energy in this one.
Wembanyama working on Gobert of San Antonio's first 11. And Minnesota.
Because you do not know fear. Coming out here in game 3, they just hooping. They don't know fear. And that's the good part about inexperience sometimes.
Naz Reid is coming off the bench as well as the 4. Wembanyama already with 5. Colliding into Randall. Gobert is off the floor. Minnesota has gone small. And it's Vassell for 3. with a heel injury, or at least as a full participant. He tried to play the other night, only lasted less. McDaniels attacking and over Wembanyama. Tough shot. And then Castle losing it, retrieves it, and Fox, where they're trying to get in that paint every chance they get.
Understand what works for them, and that's what you want to see. You want to see a team that knows what success looks like and to get something going right now. But they understand what works for them, Kevin. Get it to the basket. It works for all those guys. You got Castle. You have Fox. You also make the game easier for everyone else outside of Wemby.
Minnesota has started 0 of 9. Reed. Fox.
Block, but deters more shots than anybody I've ever seen in this league.
Champagnie, the #1 three-point shooter in the playoffs, and a turnover by Minnesota. And Wembanyama is picked up by Jaden McDaniels and doubled by Dosunmu, and Vassell for 3.
And what you do a little bit too when Wemby's down there, Ken, is you try to force it a little bit when you see opportunities, and Minnesota turning the ball over on that last drive, trying to get.
Keldon Johnson and Dylan Harper have checked in for the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama remains. Randall's on him. Johnson. And there's a lunging that will check in. Gobert back in for Minnesota.
Well, Randall has been doing a great job in the series of trying to push his comfort zones. You see right here, he's fighting him, trying to get him as high as possible.
Here's Stephon Castle coming off a 21-point game 2. Chiseling his way in the paint with a fake. And outside, it'll be a 3. Down the hole it goes in the NBA.
Well, once again, 2 feet in the paint, and it allows for everyone else to get going.
Another miss.
And the crowd is sitting on their hands just waiting for a play to explode. If you're the home team, you got to get this team in this crowd.
Cornette waits, 3 around him defensively. Just see them swarm. There was no place to go.
And as a result of Wemby's impact early, the ball stuck.
He had started 3 games in a row with all the injuries. DiVincenzo out for the season, torn Achilles. Vassell inside, in close, and over.
Wemby out of the game. Their package is a lot of away screens. They're going to utilize their guards, the talent. You see Dylan Harper in there with those away screens that Vassell scored on.
It's a steal. It's picked up by Johnson. Trying to get through the trailing Castle up, hit hard.
His hand because he did not allow to be a magnet to a screen.
Castle in game 2 is 9 of 9. ABC, Pistons, Cavs. That'll be game 3. And tomorrow on ABC, it'll be Oklahoma against the Lakers. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Shannon drives, corner, Dosunmu no with the 3. And now Dylan Harper driving into Shannon, up high for Cornette.
That's like I'm not Wemby.
Right?
Just a little bit lower. Just a little bit lower.
Dosunmu playing with a bad calf and a bad heel, and Reed a 3.